Hey guys, Drifter here. Today we're going to be playing some Paladins from Hi-Rez, and we're going to be playing as Atlas, who is kind of like a time sniper, or a time mage with a sniper rifle. He's got a charge shot, a barrier, a time rewind for myself that also regenerates health, time rewind and time stasis for enemies, and since this video is going to be a journey through time and a self-discovery, it's very relevant, so hang in here. And in the beginning you do need to know that this video is sponsored by Hi-Rez Studio. This is a sponsored video. There is a link down in the description below where you can go and check out Paladins. It's literally free to play on PC, Xbox, PS4, and Nintendo Switch, and all of those systems cross-play with each other, except of course for the PlayStation 4, a little something special going on there, but Xbox, PC, and Switch all cross-play. And this deal could not have come my way at a better time, because if you remember, about 3 weeks ago or so, I tweeted out about how modern games were boring, and nothing really caught my eye, and I was dissatisfied with gaming in 2019. I felt kind of burnt out. Well, that tweet caused a lot of people to reach out with games to try. Some of them are sponsored, like this video, and there were other people wanting favors and just lots of fans sharing their absolute favorite games with me, just begging for me to try it to convert me. And this all seemed good to me because at least I now have a lot of new stuff to play. I have a lot of new suggestions, and I've been trying a lot of new games lately to try to find something that really floats my boat. But I feel like my motivation on this was just wrong. I was only looking for a cure for boredom. I wasn't looking for actual fun. I was just looking to not be bored. And I was starting to get cynical about the gaming industry as a whole with so many questionable products out there. Oh guys, this video is about to get derailed so bad because Bumblebee is here. Oh my god, you're so fat. Oh my god. Okay, hey buddy. So it's raining outside, and my dog has a phobia of the rain, which is just lovely. It's okay, bud. Hey, bud, it's okay. I got you. I got you, bro. I got you. I would never drop my Bumblebee. So we're going to hold him and do the commentary so he doesn't flip out. I guess it'll just be less hand motions. But anyway, I went on a journey of gaming self-discovery, playing all these new games, and eventually I sat down to play Paladins for this sponsored video, right? And I had not played this game on launch. I was aware of it, but for whatever reason, I just completely skipped out. Hey, buddy, are you that afraid? You're a good dog. I just completely skipped out on Paladins. It just was not, oh my god. Okay. It just was not, for me, it didn't seem. I didn't think I would take to it. And I did play Smite from Hi-Rez, and I played quite a bit of Realm Royale, but eventually I moved out of that, and thankfully I was familiar with how Hi-Rez games played and how they looked, so I kind of thought I knew what I was getting in for here, but what I was not ready for at all was the surprise that's in store for me. And oh my god, it's getting hard to do this commentary. The dog's just down here doing dog things, being a bad boy. But when researching the game, so that I know what I'm talking about, I realized that the game had grown so much since release. It was no longer just a PC game, but it was on Xbox and PS4 as well, and they'd more recently implemented, as in like 6 months ago, crossplay so that everybody could play with each other, which is awesome. It was free and had a generally straightforward microtransaction system. Like I logged in and I'm like, oh, this is kind of nice and this makes sense. It wasn't pay to win, it wasn't pay to play, none of that kind of nonsense. And Fortnite usually gets all the credit for the crossplay thing, but Paladins has been here doing it the whole time, and it's doing great. They're doing it just for the sake of the game, not necessarily for their own pride. So learning all of this was a nice surprise for me. I was also pleasantly surprised by the variety of the gameplay and all of the content. So there's a ton of heroes to pick from, just a whole bunch of them. I logged in and I was like, oh my god, I haven't seen this in forever. Yeah, that's a lot of characters. And I figured they would all be simple, they would all be kind of the same, because I've played a lot of MOBAs, I know what moves are popular. This one does a stun, this one is a block, this one boosts your damage, and they would all be kind of like other games. No, Hi-Rez just decided to go do something completely bonkers with this game, and there are tons of absolutely crazy characters, not only from design, but just like how they play gameplay-wise, with really surprising abilities and just stuff popping off all over the map, but in an overall good way. Not, I guess it is chaotic because I don't know what I'm doing as much as an experienced player, but it was like varietous kind of good. And instead of being bored with the abilities, I was happy with the variety of them and all the unique things I could do with my characters. And I enjoyed the unique characters except for that engineer guy. The engineer who puts down like 3 turrets and puts a shield behind them, he can go die in a fire. I don't really have much sympathy for him. But I found that playing a totally new and different game was actually really relaxing. And I was playing this, the gameplay you see, I wasn't just like stressing out to get the good gameplay and the good snipes. And that was until I played Inara. Then I just wanted to pound my head into a wall while listening to Nickelback on loop. She was slow, she dealt no damage, her gun stunk, she had no survivability, I didn't like her wall, I didn't like her moves at all, and I hated playing as Inara. I just couldn't stand it. But I wanted to play more than one hero for this video. I didn't want to just show off Atlas sniping people, so I decided to be a big boy and take a look at her card and skill set. If you open up the game and go to the champions list, you can see that I've got Inara here, right? And you can go and check out all of her abilities, which is important to do first, and she's very heavily defensive, right? Her gun isn't good, but she's got a defensive barrier and a slow and a big wall, and well, the stun is awesome. The stun is the best part of her kit, just the big juicy stun. And I eventually made a custom card set, which for me was the Stone Bulwark here, that worked really, really well. It was really wall heavy and got low cooldown on my Earthen Guard. But I'm going to go ahead and show you how this works and how I built my particular character. So the way this works is you have 4 types of cards, 1 for each ability and your weapon health overall. And you can pick 5 of them and then level them up in various ways. So I picked increase the amount of ammo by 1. I picked heal while in Earthen Guard. Let's add some maximum health to my character. What else would be useful? I'm kind of going for a damage build just for this particular example. There's another one that boosts Earthen Guard, and oh god, what are we gonna do? Gotta pick one. What do we need? Let's just do another Earthen Guard one, right? So I'm gonna put points and upgrade my cards, and we're gonna make my ammo count really high. We're gonna make my self-healing. Oh, I've already gone over. I gotta go back down a little bit on that one. Yeah, we're gonna have high ammo count, high self-healing, and a decent amount of maximum health, and activating my guard regenerates ammunition and I reload faster. So instead of being the defensive character, I have now gone full offensive. Oddly though, that's not the build that I found to be the most useful. The build that I'm playing with in the game right here is actually a super wall-heavy self-healing build that I built so that I pretty much could not be killed if I played conservatively, and I made sure that my defensive ability would self-heal and reduce incoming damage. I'd block people off with the rocks and slow them. Well, the stun was that's an easy kill right there, right? I didn't upgrade the weapon at all. The stun, which the slow, the big rock, was originally, I thought, useless, but I found it to be very useful to kill the fast boys zipping around, and I went back to absolutely murdering people with Inara. And you'll say, okay, Drifter, well, what's the point of this story? Well, the point is, at least for Inara in particular, that I was happy to find some unexpected depth and strategy. I was so confident that I already knew everything and knew what to expect and nothing could throw me off that it was nice to see that I didn't know it all and that I could adapt my character and playstyle enough to make it work well and be fun instead of just going through the motions. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but the dog is just like pure snuggling into me right now. He's just got his little nose hidden because he's afraid of the rain. And the question, again, is, well, what's the point of the story? Not the Inara one in particular, but what's the point of the story of this video? What are you trying to get to? Well, the answer is in the title of the video. It took playing a totally new, different, and random game for me to realize that now is a great time to be a gamer, and gaming is probably better now than ever before. I got so caught up on focusing on the next big release and all these big AAA titles that were heavily promoted and flopped super hard, and I was looking for the most popular game to stream and chasing YouTube videos and like, what are people playing? Or, you know, I was considering anything not in the top 10 on Twitch to be a dead game, and I started overlooking lots of great games, like Paladins for one, fun, varietous, free to play, well-balanced, cross-play. But it was a game that I'd never truly considered because I had my head in the wrong place. And after thinking about this for a while, my cynicism started to melt away, and I realized there's actually dozens of good games out there. Not just Paladins, but loads of games that are objectively good and fun to play and have good business models or whatever. And I just need to try them. I just need to not be so cocky or arrogant and not overlook things and to take more suggestions, because I'm already thinking of so many fun games to play, how many underrated, awesome games there are out there that just don't get the love that they deserve. And I'm going to be trying to play more of those games in the future because I think gaming is amazing and I want to keep doing it. It's more fun to do this than just chase YouTube views, right? So I'm personally going to keep Paladins installed after this video because it's fun to play for me. I really like the short match length. They're like 7 to maybe 12 minutes long each, and it doesn't tie me up for a super long period of time. I'm always working on various stuff and I have to go places and do things. So that's really nice, and I'm going to keep playing all of these great games that I'd overlooked in the past because now is just a fantastic time to be a gamer. There's so many good choices if you know where to look. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something useful about the Paladins or just about opinions and how you can get ahead of yourself and how cynicism isn't great. And even if you didn't enjoy any of that, if you didn't enjoy a single bit of it whatsoever, you can at least enjoy one heckin' cute pupper here. Hey, Boomy, you gonna run away again? Oh, you fat boy. You have a big fat gooble, buddy. You've been eating too much In-N-Out burgers. Good boy. Drifter out. Wave, wave.